Welcome to today's session and thanks for joining. In these live sessions, I demonstrate a technique for swing trading profitably in any market condition by taking only high probability and low risk 360-degree trades. I am Sagar Nandi, retired IT professional swing trading stocks using only one trading system queue. You may contact me using my email ID tradingprofitably@gmail.com or info@superiorprofit.co. Give me one moment, please. Let me bring out the drawing tools. Sorry about that. I got the drawing tools now. You may contact me using my email ID, and these are the different social networks where I share live market and stock analysis. I I am setting up some new monitors and I am still fiddling with this. That's why it is not as smooth as I would like it to be. It will take some more time, maybe 1 or 2 more weeks to set everything up. Let's see if I can mess it up this week or not. I hope not. Disclaimer, this demonstration is for educational purposes only. I'm not an investment advisor. It is not a trade recommendation. Trading involves risk. You and only you are solely responsible for the outcome of your trades. Options trading can be risky. You may refer to the characteristics and risks of standardized options document from Options Clearing Corporation to decide if options trading is suitable for you. Q runs on Metastock and registration platforms. It has multiple components. I'll use several of them today. Instruments that often move the market. From now I am going to use the live systems. I am trying not to create PowerPoints. Let's use the live systems. So I'm looking at the market together with you, starting with dollar index, an instrument that is supposed to be inversely correlated with the market, though that inverse correlation doesn't always work. In the daily, dollar index is in a downtrend and Friday's candle is also bearish in color, bearish in shape. There is no opportunity to buy, and even if it goes up next week Monday or Tuesday, it will have a series of trendline resistances, and I'm not going to be bullish on dollar index until all of these are broken. Not going to happen suddenly. On the other hand, if it goes down, then it may support the market. If I look at its weekly, let's see if there is any support nearby. There is no support nearby. Support is quite a distance away. However, now I notice one thing, that there is a bullish indecision cluster. So that does not allow me to be bearish. I cannot buy it because there are multiple trend line resistances nearby, but it does not allow me to be bearish as well. The other market level instrument that I look at carefully is the Megacap custom index. As I showed earlier also, the bearish headwind caught the very top of Megacap custom index. After that, it continued to come down. Looking at the bullish indecision cluster, I was hoping that it would go up. It did go up somewhat this week, but then reversed. Not a reversal candle because it did not close below the low of the previous week. And that is giving some hope that the low of these two candles with bullish indecisions in each of them, those lows may hold. And there is more hope of that when I look at the daily, because there are many trend line supports and also the white direction line support at the same level. If this support level is broken, next support is some distance away, I will not like to buy if that support is broken. On the other hand, if it comes to the trend line support nearby, white direction line also, and goes up from there, I'll be happy to consider buying. Right now, weekly is bearish color shape, daily bearish color shape doesn't allow me to buy, but doesn't allow me to short also because of the supports. Next Q, market breadth, internal health check. Usually the market follows the internal health, not the other way around. Oops. Market breadth total view, the broadest view of the market. Initially, it tried to go up this week, Monday and Tuesday, and then after that it fell. The decline accelerated on Friday. And only on Friday we have distribution count as well. The distribution happened in two pockets. One is here, that is Russell 2000, another is here, Nasdaq 100. So the mega caps were underperforming and that might have brought the Nasdaq 100 down. There was heavy selling in both Nasdaq and Russell 2000 small cap. If I look at it using weekly daily, total view is looking very bearish. Here, unlike in the mega cap index, it is looking even more bearish. And here we have only one bullish indecision, not a cluster. Having said that, the previous low where the bullish headwind came, that has not been breached yet. The trendline support in total view is at the same place in weekly daily around 400 for this custom index. If that support holds and price goes up, I like to buy some stocks at that point. Right now, looking at the weekly daily doesn't allow buying. I'll not like to short now also because the recent swing high is already some distance away, stop is far away. Also, this I showed earlier, at jump thrust low, a big move up 3 had come at the same time when the bullish headwind came. So there is above average likelihood, at least in my mind, that it may create a false downside breakout at the watermark support, maybe even a false downside breakout at the trend line support, but it may reverse from there. And if it reverses from there, looking at the jump thrust low and big move up 3, I'll be certainly looking to buy at that point. Now I'm not going to buy, not going to sell, and that may be a theme throughout the market analysis today. There is no more insight to be gained from the drill down of the market breadth, so I'll not do that. Let's move on to the market external view using market ETFs. Firstly, a look at the Finder performances. All the market ETFs were down. The worst performer was QQQ, came down by a massive 2.4%, almost 2.5, followed by IWM. So mega caps had a tremendous impact on QQQ, and then small caps also came down. We can see the mega caps effect. Mega caps fell even more than QQQ, fell by 2.7%. That was bearish in every way. And if you looked at the equal weighted ETFs like QQQE or RSP, they also fell by huge percentages. RSP is the equal weighted SPY, QQQE is the equal weighted QQQ. Now let's look at the market ETFs one by one. They will be very similar, meaning they will be all bearish. You already know that. Weekly bearish, daily bearish. There is no scope of buying at all. At the same time, the stop is so far away, I am not going to short. And again, the bullish headwind, the bullish indecision cluster in weekly and the trend line support, not very far from the previous low, is giving some hope that this trend line support may hold, and if that holds, I like to buy. I'll be happier if accumulation count comes in total view when and if this bounce from trend line support happens. And we can see these themes across multiple instruments. The trend line support is not very far from the current price level. QQQ, again bearish in weekly daily. Here the trend line support is further away. So this is probably the one I am not going to buy so easily. Looking more bearish than SPY. Dia, same pattern, weekly bearish, daily bearish, not able to buy, too far from recent swing high for me to short. Dia is outperforming the market, so if it reverses up from here, Dia may not give a buy setup immediately, because the weekly is quite bearish. But if dia goes up and regains this watermark support, there are multiple supports. If we look back, if it regains these watermark supports, that means this triple top will be created, one with false downside breakout, another with hopefully another false downside breakout next week. And if that happens, I will look to find constituent stocks of dia using Q index and see if they give a low risk buy setup. IWM, that was also very weak. Weekly, daily, both are bearish. Weekly has a support, quite good support looking back. If that support holds, it's good. If it goes down to the next trend line support and holds, that is also not bad. How much percentage it is? Let's see. Oh, it's not able to draw. No problem. In Metastock is much easier to draw. No problem. I'll not spend time in that, but probably it's not a huge drop from here to the 190 price level. About 5% drop. 200. Currently the price is around 200, so 190 will be about 5% drop. Not small also. Therefore, I'll be happier if this watermark support holds, which will be same as the daily watermark support, at which point we had bullish indecision cluster, we had jump thrust low, we had big move up 3. If all these bounces happen at the same time, I like to buy, but now not able to buy, not able to short also. QH bucket analysis pinpoints reversal points with remarkable accuracy. There is no signal now. Currently, bucket analysis is neither oversold nor overbought, though it is bearish. While the market was going up for a few days, last 1 week and 2 weeks, I mentioned that it was a recovery in a downtrend. That was obvious by looking at total view, that was also clear by looking at the bucket analysis, and that downtrend is continuing. Majority of stocks are remaining below the mid Bollinger Band. QH sector industry stock breadth, it shows where the market came from, where it is now, and where it may go. Long term 1 month period is now bearish. 10-day turned mixed, you may say slightly bullish, you may say mixed, let's say mixed. From bearish to mixed to this week turned bearish, and 2-day and 1-day also remaining bearish. Does not allow me to buy. It's not oversold, it may go down more, and if it goes down more, maybe it will come to those support levels in multiple market level charts. If those hold and this becomes oversold at the same time, that will be a time to buy. By the way, in the market total view, I should go back to show something. Missed that. So let's revisit. QH sector industry stock breadth is not showing that it is oversold. And the total view also is not showing oversold yet, but the percentage of stocks above 50-day moving average is very close to being oversold. So next week, this is how I'm thinking. If all those trend line supports are hit, it will be extremely oversold in this yellow line, and by that time I'm quite certain it will also hit the extremely oversold level in 3-month new high low. And if you drill down, I'm not going to spend time on that. Another of my goal is to reduce the duration of these videos, so I'll not drill down into every charts. If those supports are hit in multiple market instruments, most likely the percentage of stocks of 50-day moving average and 3-month new high low will hit extreme oversold level. So a bounce from that will be expected. Technical breadth from Q Finder, weekly bearish, no doubt about it. Just one glance across the board, all categories are bearish. Friday was very bearish, so daily is also bearish. Doesn't allow me to buy. It is a bit late to short looking at the market ETF charts and total view charts, so I am not willing to short as well. Q market level summary. The most important trading decision is whether and where to buy or short, or whether to stand aside. So my decision this week is neither to go long, not to go short. Wait for something that is, what is that something? That is for market level instruments to come down to hit the support, bounce from there, let the 3-month new high low, percentage of stocks of 50-day moving average become extremely oversold and go up from there, and hopefully there will be accumulation count, maybe even Eureka at that time. Eureka is a signal designed by Mr. Ian Woodward, may him rest in peace. If all those come together, that will be the time to look to buy. And what kind of stocks we may buy, we can find that out from total view, whether growth is outperforming or value, whether small cap or large cap, we can know that. If growth is outperforming at that time, one lucrative possibility could be to look at box stocks that are breaking out at the same time. And box stocks can be found from QVital or QH. Right now, I'm not going to long or short. Last week's trade ideas, I didn't share any trade idea. I did share 2 stocks, but I mentioned by looking at the price movement pattern, Friday up, next week down, I was not going to buy, not for swing trading. Those stocks also came down, though Friday was up, again the week decline. This week's trade idea, no trade idea this week. Because of the reasons I mentioned, and therefore we come to an end. Good, I could keep it within 30 minutes. Of course, if we had trade setups, we had some trades to analyze from previous week, it would have taken a few more minutes. Thanks a lot for joining. I look forward to seeing you in my next session. Have a great weekend. And as I always say, as the live examples I post on Twitter and on my forum in this video show, I'm quite confident it shows that there is no reason not to do that. Trade profitably. Thank you.